Hello and welcome to Maths with Bob. Today we're going to be actually using the quadratic formula to solve quadratic equations. Okay, you can see here there's the formula: x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, well the first thing, let's go into an example. Here's a reasonably simple one. What I always suggest is off on the side you always write down what a, b and c are. So you go on the side, a equals, now it's the coefficient of x squared. It's not x squared, it's the coefficient of x squared, in this case inferred 1. Now the coefficient of x, b, is equal to, in this case, positive 10, and c, the integer by itself on the end, is minus 5. Okay. Then what you do is you write down the formula. You have to remember the formula. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Then you just substitute the values in. In this case, let's quickly do it. Minus b, so it's minus 10, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 10 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 1, and times c, which is negative 5, all over 2 times a, 2 times 1. Okay, we can try and simplify this, and we end up getting what? Minus 10 plus or minus, now 4 5s are 20. It's 120 underneath the square root sign, all over 2. Now we could take a 4 out of 120, and we could write this as minus 10 plus or minus, now 4 times 30, so it's 2 root 30 all over 2, and we could basically write, therefore, okay, x is equal to, you can see here, divide that by 2, so it's minus 5 plus or minus the square root of 30, which, corrected 2 decimal places, is about 0.48 and minus 10.48. So it's about 0.48 and it's minus 10.48. So it's minus 10.48. Now this is 2 dp. 2 dp. Okay. All right. Let's have a look at another one. Okay, a bit more complicated. Here, it's still the same method. We write down the side. A is equal to the coefficient of x squared. It's 5. B is the coefficient of x, minus 3. And C is a number, or constant term, minus 10. Okay, then we write down the formula. X equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. We plug the numbers in. X is equal to minus b. Now, minus 3, I just write minus c, you have to be careful, it's a positive, plus or minus the square root, now it's minus 3 all squared, minus 4 times a, which is in this case 5, times minus 10, all over 2 times a, which is 2 times 5. Okay, we try and simplify this. Minus 3 is positive 3, plus or minus, now the square root, we have 3 3s are 9, so it's a positive 9, and then it's a 200, so 209, okay, all over 10. Now, obviously we can't simplify that, but we could actually round it off to some decimal places if we wanted to. 1.5 and minus 1.15. Oh, sorry, 1.75. So x is approximately, let's say, 1.75 and minus 1.5. Sorry, minus 1.15. Okay, let's have a look at that. Okay. 0.15. This is correct to 2 dp. Okay, the last example I want to have a look at is a similar one to this, but we're just going to change the minus 10 to a positive 10 and see what happens. Okay, here we have the same example, but we now have a positive 10. Now, the reason I wanted to show you this one is because, in fact, there's no solutions to this, and this is something you have to be aware of. So, a is equal to, say, 5 again, b is equal to minus 3, and c is equal to positive 10 in this case. Again, we go through the process. X equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. We put it in again. Minus 3 is 3, positive 3, plus or minus now the square root of b squared. Okay, again minus 3 squared. That's all right. Minus 4 now times a, which is 5. Now c is now positive 10. This is going to create a negative discriminant. You'll see in a second. 2a, 2 5s are 10. So we end up getting 3 plus or minus the square root of, 9 minus 200. Okay, so we have obviously 9 minus 200. All over 10. Now, as you can see here, we have a problem with trying to find the square root of a negative number. So we end up, this will be 3 plus or minus, now the square root of minus 191. Now, this is obviously we can't find the square root of a negative number, therefore there are no solutions. Okay, therefore we just write x has, well, I guess we could just say that the equation has no solutions, or the x has no real roots, has real solutions. Okay, so there's no real solutions for x, and hence the equation can't be solved. So we just have to keep an eye on this, and be aware that in fact in some cases there in fact may not be solutions to a quadratic equation when we're trying to solve it. Okay, thank you for listening.